Hey, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
Yo, go to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go.
Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome back
Welcome to another episode
of Outside In.
Yeah.
Today,
What?
Today we're going to be talking about long distance relationship / marriage.
Yes.
So we have a guest today.
Husband and wife.
Who
went through so many things together.
Yes.
Long distance relationships for years. And yeah, they are here today to share with us their story and hopefully inspire all of you out there who are going through long distance relationships as well.
That's right.
Yes, but before that, this episode is brought to you by
Your Reno Works.
Hi, welcome to our house. Welcome to our 5-room resale flat. This is our living room. Originally, this used to be a bedroom here, but we opted for it to be hacked down so that we can expand the living space and also extend the balcony at the end there. As you can see, it's a unique concept rather than the normal HDB balconies because it's extended and also the floors are leveled. We also have a separating sliding door if we want some privacy or just some quiet time away from the living room. Over here, we have the living room. Almost everything here is either thrifted or bought secondhand off Carousel, Facebook Marketplace. So for an example, our console, we got it for $150. Our coffee table was only $30 from Facebook Marketplace. The sofa is $60 each, which we reupholstered and we refined it. So welcome to our dining room. We also told our contractor, Your Reno Works, that we wanted to install shelves just for decoration purposes. We also got this off Carousel, I believe, for $150. It's real wood. So we refurnished it, polished, and we also reupholstered the seats. I'll bring you to the kitchen. It's my favorite part of the house.
What we have here is actually a full bottom carpentry, quartz countertop up to the backing. One of the purpose is actually when we all cook, then it's easier for us to clean. Down here, we actually have some hidden drawers as well. So we have the forks and spoons. You can hide here, you can maximize space. We are actually able to make it open. So it doesn't need to be a drawer specifically.
Latif was sharing
so
how he could maximize, so I could store more things inside.
Service yard area where we heat all the pipes to have more storage technically. Inside is the pipe actually.
Okay, so this is our guest toilet. As you can see, we've kept the ledge. With the help of Your Reno Works, we also managed to cover up the toilet pipings with LED. So welcome to the bedroom. Our main bathroom is similar to the one as our guest. It's just that we had more fun playing with the floor tiles because it's more personal at this point. So this is our house that we've built together with the help of Your Reno Works. Honestly, and everything down to the detail that we've planned, they've made it, like Latif has made it come to life. And we are always very happy in our home. We've never had a day where, we are not happy about something. So I think that's the epitome of a great successful home renovation. Yeah.
Thanks Latif.
Thanks Latif.
Thanks guys.
Masuk sekali je lah.
If you are looking for a reliable and trustworthy renovation company, contact Your Reno Works at 8383-7879.
Yes, 8383-7879 or head on over to their socials on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at YOURRENOWORKS.
Yes, and if you are if you are listening, code outside in to Your Reno Works to get attractive prices. Why am I like that?
Yeah, to get attractive prices, you code outside in, you can not stand a chance. You will get a price based on the tiers of the quotation.
Yes.
You can get air purifier.
Yes.
You can get water dispenser. And the best of all, you can get a massage chair. Wow. Yeah. So you code outside in when you head on over and when you consult with them, okay? So yeah, or you can also go to the website at www.yourrenoworks.com to look at all their reviews. It's all pure, all genuine, no fake reviews. Okay, so get your dream home right now with Your Reno Works.
Okay, let's go straight into it, shall we?
Yes.
Let's welcome Aliyah and Nabil.
Yeah, Aliyah and Nabil, welcome to OUTSIDEIN podcast. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being willing to share your story about long distance relationships. So we hope all of you who are listening will be entertained. Are you not entertained?
Suka you dengan lagu tu
Yeah, actually guys, I'm actually sick today. So I'm like running on adrenaline right now.
Our guest earlier also is sick.
Yeah.
It's okay. We are going to push through.
Yes, it's the sixth season, but for our listeners, we're going to give you a best show as much as we can. Yeah, yes, inshallah.
Okay, so Aliyah and Nabil, how long have you been married?
How long? Let me
Alamak, have to count.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6. Going, 6 years.
6
plus.
years.
Wow. And you have been in long distance relationship throughout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
maybe you give us a brief timeline of
Yeah.
when you first contacted and
Wow.
how many years, how was the relationship like? Because before you got married, you were already in a long distance, right?
Yeah.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
brief timeline.
I say?
Yeah,
Okay. So long distance relationship. We started okay, let me just introduce how we know one another. He's my cousin.
Yeah.
So I'm my cousin. Yes.
Halal, it's all halal.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So my dad is Bangladeshi, my mom is Malay.
Okay.
So he's a Bangladeshi, right? So he's from my dad's side. So we met twice before. That was when we were kids. So
okay.
my first trip was when I was
5 years old.
5 years old.
Wow.
And then second trip was 8 years old.
Still young.
Still young. So
Okay.
and then after a few years after that, when I just hit my teens, 13 years old, that's my my trip back to Bangladesh after a long
After a
time.
long time, yeah.
So that's where we were in our teens. So he's 5 years older than me, right? So
Yeah.
you're 18
Yeah.
18 years old.
Okay. So 18 and 13. So like teenage love like that.
Teenage
Yeah.
love.
Kind of.
First love.
First love. Oh, okay.
First love ended the last love.
Wow, that's such a beautiful story. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm the talkative one.
Okay.
He's the quiet, very reserved. Hardly hear his voice. His
Except when he
brother.
sings.
We'll get to that. His brother is a talkative one, so I kind of talk to his brother most of the time.
Okay.
My sister-in-law, his sister was already married, so she wasn't in the house.
Okay.
So it's just his brother and all my other younger male and female cousins. We all stay in the same building.
Okay.
Because we are a joint family.
Joint family
So
system.
they all stay together.
Yes.
Oh, best word.
All the
Wow.
my dad and his brothers, all the sons in the
In the
family, is in one building.
Wow.
So all my uncles. So each level is one uncle family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So in a way, if there's a festive season, the whole building will be like lighted up
Yes.
and all that.
Woohoo.
Wow.
Chaotic,
Amazing. Wow. When I was younger, I always had that thought with my sister, like, oh, why not we just buy a big house and all stay together? But Singapore too expensive.
It is.
Cannot, not possible.
Yeah.
Also difficult to get everybody's time.
Yeah, that's why. And then the fact that all of you are in one building. So, what made you land on him? Because
So that we come to that part. So there was this one day. I said right, he's quiet, right? So there was this one day where all the cousins were in the rooftop. We have a rooftop garden.
Wow.
And then he out of nowhere started singing with his guitar. I'm like,
Oh, like Shahrukh Khan
so sis hati cair lah.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't like I was like, wow, oh god.
So that
this-
quiet guy suddenly started singing with a guitar.
Yeah, and it was a song that I knew. It was a Hindi song lah. So it was a song that I knew, and I'm like relatable lah, right? And then everyone started singing. Then that's where I think we started talking, but a bit, not that much. And then from then on
Started in contact.
in contact. Then at that point of time, there was no Facebook, no
Yeah.
Facebook, Skype or anything like that. So we were using
MiG 33.
MiG 33.
What's that?
Wow.
What's
It's like a
Yeah,
chat
It's a
box.
chat box.
online, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, like, was it similar to like MSN Messenger, things like that? or like ICQ?
I think some, not really. It's just a chat box. You just sign in and directly
talk to the one person.
yeah.
Also, you can create groups and
Yeah,
can-
but it's message no audio call or video call like
Purely
that.
text.
Yeah,
lah.
he was the one using it lah that time. I didn't know about Make 33.
Okay.
So when I stayed there for a month. So when we came back, before I came back, flew back to Singapore. He because we want to keep in contact, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I downloaded Make 33.
Just to keep in touch.
Yes.
So cute.
Yeah. So that's where I was already Sec 2, and then slowly we started chatting and all that. Then I think Facebook came in
Yes,
at that point of time when I was Sec 2. Then from that, wow, I was so eager to find his profile. I'm the one lah.
I didn't know.
He didn't know. He was in his own world lah. I'm the one lah. So and then that's where I found his
Facebook.
profile and then added him and all my other cousins, and then from there, but it was still quiet. Then I think after that we talked for a while lah. And then when I came back again, Sec 2, then that's where I think we number code.
Number
we
code.
send messages number code like alamak.
143.
No, I cannot remember. That time like
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
like using
Confess
the
lah.
digit. Yeah.
confess. But before confessing, he was the one who kept on sending me English poem message.
Man of art lah, this one.
This guy quite poetic.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he was sending me messages. We never talked like face to face. He was quite shy, so we messaged because I was out of the place we were staying for I think a few weeks. We were staying. Me and my mom went to the capital city.
Okay.
We to stay with this my dad's friend family. So he was the one who was sorry. He was the one who messaged me, and then from then on we messaged. Then he sent poem like because I wasn't too confident with myself.
Okay.
So that's why I was a bit quiet. But at that point of time macam suka lah dia ni dari sejak bila dia start
Dia start
nyanyi tu
singing,
singing and all that. I'm like okay then okay. Then we started texting, and then we did that number coding thing. That's how we confessed to one another.
Wow.
I think I can't remember what was the number, but it was along the lines of I love you. Pandai mendengar dua.
Still young because when you're poetic, right, you can form all kinds of codes to share your love.
Yeah.
So far, all this while, you contacted him since you were 13 years old, and then you had to maintain this long distance relationship, right?
Yeah.
So how was it like when you both confessed already? How often do you get to see each other? Considering that you don't have you only had Facebook back then.
But
5 years like that.
yeah, 3 years. But I was the one who keep on buying Singtel international calling card. I tell you, every card $10. That $10 can wipe out in a day.
Wow.
We can talk for hours back then.
Amazing.
Yeah, we were talking for hours at night when my siblings are asleep then curi-curi telefon. Yeah. So that's how we communicated But because I was still lower sec that time so it was very hard to maintain the relationship. And we are 2 hours apart. So if let's say now it's 9:40, Bangladesh would be 7:40.
Oh,
2 hours
behind.
2 hours
Okay.
behind. Yeah, so always call at night. Then I get tired lah. Yeah, schooling, right? And then I had a lot of activities, CCA back then, so a bit hard to maintain lah. And I think when we actually created the momentum of talking to one another every single day, then suddenly there was a break in communication. Like because I cannot maintain, keep on buying $10.
Plus, the $10 also comes from pocket money.
Yes. Because I think it was hard for him to contact me. So it is easier for me to contact him.
Okay.
But for me to spend $10 like every single day, a bit too much for a teenage student. So I'm like, okay, that's where there was a break in communication. Then it slowed down. Then slowly there was a gap. And then this gap, then when you're already filled with so many activities in school, then it consumes you. So
You became distant lah.
Then I was the one who like kind of ghosted, not ghosted him, like went to silent treatment lah.
Okay.
I cannot maintain already. Then again went back Sec 3. Then
later.
again, then I'm like, oh, this is the guy I missed, you know, like whenever we meet in person, because I was the one who like kind of broke up with him, right? So he will keep his distance from me.
To respect your boundaries in a way lah.
Yeah, and he was heartbroken in a way, you know.
So it's like you break my heart, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah. No, I can see on you. And then that's where like but I find it very difficult. I found it very difficult. I feel I need to talk to this guy. Like because he is the one that there was a connection.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. It wasn't like you know how if you're with cousins, okay, this is my bro.
Yeah.
This is my sis. So with his brother, it's very clear.
Bro.
I can feel like this is my bro. But with him somehow I don't feel that way. Like I cannot. It feels very weird to call him abang, but I had to call him abang back then. You know, like we call him Baya. So his name is Nabil, right? But his nickname is Niloy. So it's like Niloy Baya. So I find it very weird but I have to say it, right? I cannot be like in front of the family members Niloy or like sayang or whatever all that, right? So it's like Niloy Baya. Yeah.
So for Nabil, how did you feel when Aliyah ghosted you?
Yeah,
Knowing that you have very little form of communication, how was your feeling back
it was
then?
really heartbroken.
Heartbroken. Wow. That you couldn't contact her or?
I couldn't contact her, but he made me angry. So that's why I just stopped contact also.
So because she stopped, then in your opinion, it's like she's the one to talk to me. I don't talk to her lah. But until you went back again next year.
Yeah. Then again, Sec 3. Then
She did 3 times.
I broke his heart 3 times.
No.
Wow. 3 times. Third time's a charm lah.
So it's okay. Let me cerita again. So Sec 3, okay, we were together again. Then when I came back, because whenever I travel back then, I always stay for a month.
Oh, okay.
Like
School holidays.
School holidays, December holidays. So I will stay for a month. That time arwah nenek masih around lah. My arwah dadu was around. So I always travel back. So when I came back again to Singapore, Sec 3, you know, all the leadership,
all the
you know,
camps and
camps and everything all came into
your curriculum is basically
situation,
12 hours in school.
Yes. So that again, same thing. I got a little more busier than usual, which I think at that point of time for him, he didn't really understood the curriculum here. So again, it felt a bit more distant. Again,
A lot of
like
misunderstanding.
yeah, misunderstanding because it's very hard. No video call.
Yeah.
Still no video call. Just messaging. Which was what we relied on back then.
I still can remember that time I stopped talking to her. Then she complained to my father. Why he is not talking to me?
So I want to talk to him, but he doesn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, I cried. Until I cried. Wow, meradang.
She cried.
I cried.
You were really in love with
Then
him.
my father is called me. But that time they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know that we were relationship.
So it was like a secret lah.
Yeah.
Secret.
Okay. Okay, so how long was it like, you had to keep this secret then?
Until he get married.
Yeah.
The intention to get married was revealed, is it?
Yeah.
So that time when I was Sec 3, I think 2010 So okay, then we broke up, right? I had just one relationship local, and then for a few months, then broke up, and then that's when after JC, after A levels, I took a year gap, and I went back again, and that was 2014 already. So when I went back, then it got a bit more serious, like because he kept his distance from me. This time round, like okay, 3 times broke up already, right? Like okay, no more Aliyah.
Okay.
But then there was this one particular day where my dad sent him and my other cousin out to run an errand.
Okay.
And we had a family trip. A family trip to different relatives' place. And in that day, entah macam Tuhan hantar signal gitu. They were talking about cousin marriages.
It's a sign.
So it's like macam so in a way it's like my hati tergerak. Yeah, and then but I just took it as like they're not talking about us. I didn't know that we
Just
were
in general.
in
lah.
general.
Okay.
So that made
Because one of
my
my
heart
uncle
move.
also
Married
married
to
to cousins lah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
Maybe they're talking about them.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we came back home at night, he was at home. Then I texted him again. This time round, I was more serious.
Matured a bit.
Matured already, right? I was 18, was it?
Yeah.
Didn't want to play around. And it's like, and my heart was kind of like, I don't know why it's always been him.
Okay.
But I don't know why I've been running,
Finding other people.
No, not finding other people, but like I'm always in my own world. Like,
okay.
yeah. Because in my life there was only him and this one other person, but I mean it has always been him. So that's where I asked him, do you still have feelings for me? That first sentence.
Every time. Every question.
Then after that he said, I remember this was what he said. He said, I still do, but I'm scared.
Scared
Yeah.
for the heartbreak again.
Scared that he will lose me again. Then that's when I gave that reassurance that no, I'm in this. I know what I've done in the past, but I think I want this. Like I'm ready, like to stay
Settle down,
committed and just we work around this. We try to work around this relationship. And then since then, that 2014 all the way to 2016, it was a serious relationship, which
2
was still
years.
kept in secret.
Wow.
Yeah, still kept in
Would you
secret.
say that was the hardest part about keeping your relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he is my uncle's son. So and I always travel back. Like I said, right, we are a joint family system. I always travel back to visit my arwah nenek. So we are all in the same building. So it's very difficult. Like I said, I cannot. It feels weird to call him brother,
Yeah,
but
when-
I have to call him brother
In
because
front of everybody.
yeah,
lah.
of course.
But in your heart, like, sayang.
Last time we used Korean word yobo.
Yobo?
Oh, yo, yo,
Oh, te amo.
Te amo.
Wow, all the different languages,
Because no one will understand.
Wow.
Because everyone only understood Bangla. That was their language.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we use like quotes and words from other languages to like confess our love to one another. Yeah. So that's how it works. Yeah. Until 2016 when my mom asked me because he got me a promise ring. He surprised me a promise ring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before
and
you
then-
went back, is it?
No. That means he got it delivered from somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh, wow.
So it was after I came back from a camp at Nyan Poly camp, and then that's where I saw the ring. Then I kept on wearing it. So my mom asked me.
Where did
So
it
that's
come
where the story was
Blossom.
revealed. Then slowly my mom knew. Then my dad knew. And when my dad knew, he was in Bangladesh back then. Wow, this guy was in the spotlight.
If in my life I scared of a person, that is
The father.
top father.
So when he found out about the news, what happened back then? What happened at home?
Whenever he reached to Bangladesh, to our house, I always like skip the house lah. I don't want to stay at home.
Because you're scared of the father.
Yeah, because anything he can ask to me. So
Yeah.
without her, very hard to difficult to answer to him. Yeah.
So you needed her to be around so that she can help you
Yeah.
answer.
Back up.
okay.
Yeah.
But I think when at that point of time when my dad knew, I think it was silence at first. Then my mom is another level story of long distance marriage. Let me just tell you. Back then it was just letters, not even messaging.
Oh, wow, okay.
So my mom in a way convinced my dad, said that D, she calls my dad D, do you remember last time when I wanted to be with you, I left my family for you.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't get my parents' blessing. So in a way, she was afraid that
Might
I would
happen
do
again.
this. History will repeat the same. So she told me that take your time to understand that your daughter is in love, is in a relationship. We don't want the same thing to happen, and take your time to understand it. And then slowly, it took some time for my dad to accept it.
the fact that you're dating.
Because one thing, he's very pro. He wants me to complete my studies first. He don't want me to go through a difficult life lah. Like
Okay.
what my parents experience.
It's always the same.
Yeah, it's
same
the
kind
same
of advice.
same. Yeah. And then he wasn't expecting that I was in a relationship with my own cousin.
Yeah.
First blood cousin.
First
blood, yeah.
you know, first line, first generation. It was a bit difficult for him. And then that's where I think the family started talking and all that. Then slowly they discussed about marriage. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But it was sudden, for me.
Sudden, yeah.
It was sudden decision.
Sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't
They came to Bangladesh and then just immediate talking about the
You and Nabil to get married together lah. Is it?
yeah. So we got engaged there. And then a few months later, then
Married.
yeah.
Throughout this whole period from the day you were 13 years old until the day you got married, right? What was the most difficult moment for you in terms of long distance relationship?
How to maintain?
How did you manage to maintain all these years? I understand, especially for after marriage or during COVID especially. How was it like? How do you manage to maintain it?
it's really difficult for us.
COVID time.
Especially for COVID. I'm pretty
Especially
sure
COVID
it's the
time. Okay,
COVID.
I mean, the entire marriage thing, of course, the most difficult part is we are not physically together. So we are always communicating through video call.
When once video call was
When
more
once
popular
video
lah.
call was in, and then we kept on video calling, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like me talking to him face to face, because certain things you need to speak in front of one another.
Different.
Different. And then there's always distractions at the back, and then you
Sometimes
want
you
to
lag.
Some more the problem is the timing.
timing,
Yeah.
and then in Bangladesh sometimes electricity got cut off. Like there'll be like
Blackout periods, is it?
blackout periods for like probably a few hours, and then I'll be like, why is this guy not online yet?
So you keep looking for him. and things like that.
Yeah, so we can I think it's that timing, and then maintaining the communication and then because he's in the house, so many people in the house, right? And then when there are cousins around, then it's a bit difficult to find a private space to just talk to me alone.
Whenever he calls that, who's that? Then they all start to come in.
No lah, you have to give time to all of them as well.
I have
so
to give time to all of
so
them.
it's difficult lah. I think the main part is communication lah. Really, we need to maintain that, because once there's no communication, slowly there's a gap. Then there's spaces, there's misunderstanding, and this will be the topic of argument.
Right.
That
usually, if you, because once there's no communication, a lot of misconception comes about, right?
Yeah.
Especially like, what are you doing here? What are you not responding to me and things like that? A lot of trust issues will come up, I would say.
Trust.
Actually, about the trust, if you say we don't have any trust issue,
it's more the communication lah.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think in our relationship, I think the strength that we have is trusting one another.
Oh, that's great.
I have full trust in him. He has full trust in me. This is one thing I feel like I'm blessed to
have a man like him.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Like I know that he's not that type who play around or
that's good.
I mean, he's busy, but he's always busy with work. Nothing else.
This is what you call a responsible man. Very good. No time for anything else, but I want to create a home for my wife. Wow, and
Trust.
the fact that I think maintaining this long distance relationship is not easy, I would say. I can never imagine myself if, let's say, I have to be away for a few months or so.
I think I cannot. I cannot be in.
I go to work in the morning, I want to come home. I cannot. So I don't know. What is that one thing that drives you to maintain or rather to keep the spark alive? Because I feel like, like you said, there's no physical contact, there's no physical intimacy in a way.
Yeah.
How do you manage to keep that spark ignited between the two of you?
I think once in a while,
You have to
we express through text, through call, like and then I
More poems for you?
no. Okay, sometimes I try to make him sing. Last time before we were married, he keep on singing. But after marriage, a bit toned down. Already.
Should we make him sing later?
Yes.
So I mean, like the love language changes. Like we ask, how's your day? And then once in a while we express our love for one another. And then like communicating our love is slightly more different compared to
because you're limited to just a few. Like there's 5 love language, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot have the physical touch. You cannot have acts of service.
I think it's just more of the quality time. So like to me, there was once I think one of our argument was having time for one another lah. Actually, that has always been our
The main
concern lah. And then I told him that if you just give me 10 minutes of your time uninterrupted, just call lah, just video call or audio call, but 10 minutes uninterrupted. That means totally no distraction from anywhere. I'll be more than happy. Because it's very difficult because we video call, but there's always distraction.
Yeah. So you can't have that proper communication.
Proper communication because we want to talk about something. I want to get certain things done, but like it cannot be done. And then sometimes internet lag. Sometimes there'll be people who just barge into the conversation. Sometimes like there'll be background. Nilo, you want this, you want that. So it's like. Then when I thought, then later he didn't get what I said. I have to repeat myself. Then it gets a bit frustrating for me. So
but you have to repeat again and again.
So I think that's the point. Even when we physically meet, it's always like a month.
15 days. It started with
2 weeks.
15 days.
2 weeks to
2 weeks to
a
meet
month.
each other.
Or 1.5 months.
Every year.
time we meet.
Yeah.
Every time we meet.
Wow. That's tough.
Yeah. I think the
I cannot.
the longest time that we were together
Because of COVID.
was
Thanks to COVID.
Yeah. So thanks to COVID, when the moment he entered Singapore that night
Lockdown.
at 2359 hours, Singapore borders closed its borders.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
lucky.
oh
That
wow.
was the last flight from Bangladesh.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow. Okay. So you managed to get yourself locked in.
Yeah. So
I
7
didn't know
months.
that was the last flight.
Yeah, we didn't know
Okay.
until he came in and that night news came out.
Lockdown.
They lockdown, close the
Oh my
borders. I'm like,
gosh.
Alhamdulillah juga ada hikmah dia. Yeah, so he was here for 7 months. That was the longest we were together in our entire marriage.
Wow.
7 months. Did we just repeat each other?
Yeah, and I think after I gave birth, also 7 months. Then you flew back.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
pregnant without him around, is it?
Yes. So
he had to go back to work.
he came for my first appointment and my last appointment. He was around for my first and my last appointment.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
in between, he was back
Yeah.
working lah.
He was
Oh,
back
I
in
was
Singapore.
in
Yeah,
contact.
you're back in Bangladesh, but he had to renew his passport, which took quite some time lah in Bangladesh.
Understood.
Yeah, so the entire pregnancy, I was on my own.
Wow.
The process was too tough at the
Yeah.
For the passport thing, is it? Wow. What's that challenge that you had to face? Let's say now that for that few months, especially they will say that women are more needy or whether they need their support from their husband. What was your feeling like when he was back at home and he couldn't come?
Wow, it was very hard. Okay, it was very hard.
Very
Of course, when I go for appointments, alamak macam hati sedih pula.
Sedih boleh.
So when I was alamak ni ketawa. So when I was during my pregnancy, the first 5.5 months was very tough because on top of all the pregnancy symptoms, and then I was on my own. I mean, my parents were around, but it's just that it's different. You want your husband to be there with you, and you go for appointments on your own. And you see couples, they're together, and it's very sad because you don't get to see every scan.
Yeah.
You don't get
For your
always
son,
like and then I was hospitalized twice. One for dehydration, another one for a sharp pain at my abdomen. So he couldn't be there. So when I was hospitalized, also I was very sad because the nurse asked for the husband.
Oh dear.
But I told them that my husband is not in Singapore. Can my mom be around? They said no. Need your spouse. And then that's where okay, I don't want to be hospitalized. I want to go home. But then they will say, but dear, you have to be checked lah. You need to be monitored for at least a day. Then it's like that's when I cried lah. Like he's not around. I want his support, but I can't get his support. So that's how my son's name came about. Nuras Aryan. yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's just that I know that I just have to be strong. No choice. After that 5.5 months where my symptoms starts to stabilize, there was this one day there was a baby fair. at Expo. And out of nowhere, I felt a bit better. So I told myself, okay, Aliyah, you need to get out of this
The state that
it's a terrible state because I'm like crying every night that I'm alone. I cry.
Oh goodness.
So it's like that there was this one day where there was a baby fair. I told myself, okay, Aliyah, you need to let's go out and like do something. Then I was excited to get my baby stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Right.
Put on some makeup, dress up, go out. And I felt good that day. I felt good.
Then Nabil was video calling you, accompanying you like that.
I video call. I showed him certain stuff, but I have to move. So it's like I said, okay, I call you back. Then I was just enjoying my time there. Then slowly my parents joined in 2 hours after that. So literally my whole day was spent at Expo.
Yeah. For Nabil, how did you feel when you see your wife in that condition and you are left to feel? I mean, do you feel helpless or?
Yeah, it was kind of helpless. Actually, helpless because the situation I really
couldn't do anything much.
Cannot do anything. Couldn't do anything.
Can't do much.
So my parents was just saying me, "You patient."
Console you lah.
Yeah.
I bet you also were crying, right?
Yeah.
I would cry too, man, if I can't be there for my. Oh my goodness! But you guys are strong.
What is your son's name? What does it mean?
Nuras. Okay, his name is Nuras Aryan.
Nuras Aryan.
So Nuras means the light of Nur. And Aryan means warrior. Yeah, warrior. So
I'm a warrior.
so Nuras, that means it's like he's the light of Nur, right? So he was the light to that darkness that I was experiencing entire pregnancy. So and Aryan, of course, is a warrior lah. He was really like
He fought through with
yeah,
you,
he
right?
fought through with me, and I really think that Allah blessed me with a son. When I got to know that it was a boy, I'm like, okay.
Definitely.
Allah knew, probably because maybe he knew that my husband needs to be away most of the time. That's why he gave me a son, someone to
Protect you in
me
the absence.
in his absence. Yeah.
Wow.
So I
Amazing,
was like, syukur alhamdulillah lah. Yeah.
Wow, so amazing lah. I love it lah. So despite the being away for years and then only seeing each other for a few months, you guys managed to maintain your relationship, managed to really did I just say something? I think it's my sickness. I'm sorry. You guys managed to hold the fort together, and alhamdulillah, now it's been 6 years since you are married.
Yeah.
And more than 6 years since you guys are in contact.
Yeah. On and off.
Right, we stick to the beautiful 6 years that you guys had lah. Alhamdulillah. It's really an
Can you
inspiring.
imagine if we long distance? I cannot.
I cannot.
You know. It's so sad.
Yeah, I think
A lot of sadness.
yeah, but I think the saying distance make the heart grow fonder. What do you say? What do you have to say about that saying?
I think it is every time when he's going to fly into Singapore. Wow, that night really I cannot sleep.
Excited.
Wow, I clean the house really like spring cleaning. And then even when I want to go to airport, even though it was because he takes SQ flight most of the time. So is when it reaches Singapore, it's like subuh.
Oh, so early in the morning.
Yeah,
4:30.
4:30, 5:30.
Wow.
So it's like, but I really took the time to dress up and dengan makeup semua, go and fetch him.
Yeah, I remember seeing your Insta story. I think there was one you were taking him coming back.
Yeah.
And even your son or your nephew,
Oh, yeah.
he came running and
My son,
your son, yeah. It was
that
so
one was
cute.
decent.
Yeah,
That one was
such
touching.
Yeah, when I
touching
saw that video, because me and Aliyah, she's my junior, kan? So I follow each other on Instagram lah for quite a while. So I saw that, I was like, oh, that's very heartwarming lah. After months of not seeing the father, right? But does your son have any because you're away for very long, right?
Yeah.
Does he have problems recognizing, or so far it's okay?
No, okay. I was actually quite surprised because he left when Nuras was 6 months and he came back when Nuras 11.
3 months.
4 months. 4 months. 4 months apart. And then so I thought that during the time when he wasn't around, that's when Nuras started to recognize people.
Yes.
So I was a bit afraid that he won't recognize
The father.
Yeah, me
the
too.
father. Yeah, but we video call every day.
So you could recognize from there lah, hopefully.
I think he recognized from the voice.
So
Because
you must sing more
face,
often.
the face not much, but it was the voice.
Okay.
And then when I brought him closer, and then he was like, Baba, Baba, because always on video call, he would always call Baba, Baba. So when he met in person with Nuras, then Nuras instantly he just went. So I was like, wow.
He knew.
And
Yeah, it's blood.
the one that yeah, but the one that touched me the most was, and my mom cried. My heart, I was tearing already when he instantly placed his head on his shoulder. I'm like, and tak gerak really for
He stuck there.
for good like 1 minute. Then he turned, look at his father's face. Then again he put, oh my god, Mati.
Looking at me.
I bet you also felt like wanting to cry, right?
You feel safe lah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so sweet,
Oh
mashallah.
wow.
I think this is one of the lumras of being in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
You get to really treasure the moment that you guys
Yes.
spend away from each other.
When we
Right?
meet, yeah.
Yeah, mashallah.
I feel like every time we meet, I try my best not to have fights. So I mean that most of the time when we have arguments, I try to resolve it. I'm the one who always try to resolve it as fast as I can because our time is short. I always feel that our time is short. And I wouldn't know when he's going to fly back again.
Yeah.
So as much as I can and I want, I try to maximize every time we have in happy memories. Yeah. Even in Bangladesh also, especially in Bangladesh, that our time is even shorter over there because I'm only staying for 1 month, 1.5 months. Now that I'm working, I've not been, I haven't been back yet. Inshallah next year. But it's just that every time I'm there, I try not to fight. We try. I don't know about him, but for me,
I just keep quiet.
yeah, but I try not to argue lah.
I
Yeah,
don't argue.
we try to make as much memories as we can. Yeah.
So, how long are you here for this time around? Like, when's the
This
next?
I'm not sure.
Not sure yet.
Not sure. But he got his long-term pass
Oh, yeah,
after
you mentioned.
after Nuras was born
Yeah.
for 3 years. So right
Can
now
stay
he
for
can
China,
stay
no
very long.
problem.
Not like last time. Last time one time he entered Singapore is 1 month. Then if I were to extend, can be for another 1 month. But it all depends on ICA lah, whether they approve or not. And also his time because he runs his business back in Bangladesh, right? So it also depends on him. Yeah. So last time I used to be a bit difficult with that arrangement, like when are you going to fly back, how long. But now I'm like, okay, you just let me know when are you going to fly back and how long.
Then
Last
you
time I
plan.
always question him, and I'll be like a bit difficult lah. But now it's like I kind of try to understand his situation and say, okay, you just let me know when you're flying back, how long, whatever it is, don't worry, I'll take care of our son. I'll try to run as best as I can lah.
Would you say that this only came after going through time together? Like, would it have been different if you had to do it at the start of the relationship? Or it developed along the way?
Yeah,
lah,
it
basically?
developed along the way. Our first few years married together was tough because it's different. Dating you just stop, but after marriage, this is your spouse, and you see everyone with their spouses.
And you feel the sense of
you want to be with your spouse, and there are things that you have to communicate face to face, but you can't. And you want to create happy memories before you even have a child. So it's like that was tough. So it was the first few years where we had a lot of arguments on communication, time, expectations. Like I expect you to be with me. When you're with me, I expect
100%.
100% time eyes on me.
You want to watch TV? No, I'm your TV.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
I think it was along the way where
You developed the-
I think I really learned a lot lah. I think he learned my character, and along the way I also learned how to understand him. I don't think it's easy for him as well.
Yeah.
His family is there. I am here. Now that he has a son here also,
Yeah.
it's even more difficult for him. So I try not to make it difficult for him. Just how much I can do in my own ability, I do it to the best that I can. I understand that his family also needs him, so I don't, let's not make it like a tug of war lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bangladesh culture is a bit different.
Different.
Yeah, yeah.
Culture is different.
Well, share with us a little
We
bit.
always stay together, families.
Joint
Not like
family.
Singapore. Like they got married, they changed the house, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that.
Bangladesh
We
we
have our
always
own.
stay together.
Oh,
Over there, a lot of
So-
joint family system.
Whenever I
Oh.
come, I always think of my parents. How is their feelings? Yeah.
Oh.
Whenever I
are
go
you
there,
a
I think
mom?
of them. Whenever I come, I think of them.
So you're always thinking of somebody.
Yes.
But would you consider yourself a mommy's boy, or how is it like?
Mommy's boy.
Mommy's boy.
No.
But you're just very close to the family.
He's like the, not say head of the family. Okay, they're the government. He's the prime minister.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Orang kuat.
Maybe that's why you're.
Yeah, he's the orang kuat.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should be. Sorry.
Yeah, he's the one who is, I think, holding everyone together over there. Because I mean, both parents are. I mean, my mother-in-law is a housewife, right? My father-in-law already retired.
So he's the one running the business.
Then my sister-in-law is with, but once the girls are married, they will stay with their husbands.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
their
different,
husbands,
huh?
different.
Okay.
So the daughter will move out from the house and will join to the
guy's family
husband's
side.
husband's place. So husband's place meaning the husband's family lah. So like I say, joint family system, right? So everyone kirakan is joined to the husband's family already. They don't have their own place. Very rare. You have couples. I think it's more of the Dhaka city people lah.
Yeah, but people like
But they enjoy joint family system. It's very different from
Interesting
Singapore.
culture.
If Singapore marry ni, let's get out.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's the one holding the family. That's why his family is very attached to him.
Have you ever considered moving into the same place? Like whether your family coming to Singapore or you migrating over to there? Has it been a conversation before?
It has been a conversation, but I think it's quite clear cut for now that we are young and working. I can't be there.
Yeah. You need to
because,
maintain.
it's different. It's a total different lifestyle for
Yeah.
me over there.
actually it totally depends on situation.
Yeah.
We have some plan, but it depends on situation.
Yeah. But for them to move here,
Quite hard.
maybe possible, but I think my father-in-law can adjust very well in Singapore. My mother-in-law might take some time because
city life.
yeah, it's very different. Somehow over there is a Muslim-dominated country, right? So for them, they're so used to listening to azan from the masjid. Over here, we can't.
You can't really hear.
can't hear, right?
Maybe
So-
also we hear on Fridays lah.
Yeah.
Only hear on the radio.
Radio. For them, it's live, right in front. From all corners, there's a masjid. So it's like azan from everywhere, you know.
Beautiful,
And then
yeah.
over here, family is just us. But for them, over there, everyone
whole-
is
Yeah.
the
The
whole
whole village
clan is
there.
there. Yeah. Then Hari Raya, everyone just come.
Oh,
Yeah,
confirm
gitu.
meriah. Huh?
Meriah.
Like we don't need to
meriah.
wait for Hari Raya or any
Ah,
program.
don't need to wait.
Anytime.
Anytime. Every month, there's always like a family gathering.
Wow. Hey, this is interesting.
Yeah. Come lah, Bangladesh.
One day,
Ikut,
I would love to. Sure, maybe when
Must join the Kurbani.
Hari
Haji.
Oh, I would love to go there one day.
Different experience. totally.
You'll
Next year,
get the,
we call.
yeah.
Okay, the last thing we want to discuss about is alamak kesian dia ni.
Hi.
You alright?
It's okay, take your time.
Oh my goodness.
Water.
I'm sorry.
Drink.
It's my cough. I'm sorry.
So when prior to this, when we had a Zoom meeting, you were mentioning something that made you feel more macam wow at your husband.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there's this one particular thing that can you share with us?
About Nuraz.
Yeah, about Nuraz. Yeah. So I mean I have cleft lip. So in the family, it runs in the family. My mom, I'm 3 sisters, 1 brother. So me and my sisters and my mom has cleft lip. My brother don't have. So when back then when I was younger, my plastic surgeon actually told me that your genes are quite strong. So there's a high chance that your next generation might also have it. And then, you know, he told me to, okay, you need to discuss with your future spouse, and you have to let them know lah. Because my mom, when she saw me at first, that I have cleft lip, she didn't know how to handle it. She nearly gave me away. Out of fear. That she didn't know how to handle, because she didn't have any family support.
Okay.
Yeah, and my dad was banned from entering Singapore for 10 years, right? The more she was, you know, how is she going to do it on her own, by herself? So, so I understand from that, but that's where the doctor brought her around and showed that, you know, your baby is just require plastic surgery. Otherwise, your baby is healthy. That's where, you know, she take cut. She took on that challenge, you know, raised me up and all that. So that's when I grew up, I had my own set of challenges, you know, with all the bullying and all that, because I look different, right? So I knew that the person that I want to be with in the future has to be in this, because it's not just the physical challenge, it's going to be the financial challenge, because there's a lot of surgeries. It's all in stages. Nuras just had his first one, but there's more to come in the future. Yeah, and on top of orthodontic treatments also. So it's the physical, financial, of course, mental. There was a lot of what do you call it? It's not training. Teachings, training lah, in a way, how to feed the baby.
And there's a different way.
Yeah, how to do the dressing, how to do this and that. So I need to make sure that my future spouse needs to be in this, because just in case if the baby has cleft lip and he's not in it, then, you know, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to change the entire dynamics. So that's where, you know, when we were dating back then, I just popped that question out lah. I was being very frank with him. I knew that was my deal breaker. So I told him that, okay, my doctor said this and this. How do you feel about it? Like, if let's say our future baby has this cleft lip, are you able to accept our future child? Because my mom also had that question, posed that question to me last time when my sister has cleft lip. Then my mom asked me, so Aliyah, your sister is going to look exactly like you. Are you going to still accept her as your sister? I said, of course, ma. She's my sister, you know. So that's where I had to pose that same question to him to know what's his stand, how
he can accept it,
whether he can accept it. So he told me the same thing. That is, all this is by Allah. So, you know, whatever he is or she is, I'm still going to accept it, because he's going to be. He or she's going to be ours. So that's why
it's about soul. It's not about
physical outlook.
Yeah,
it's about the soul.
So when
it's about the heart.
yes. So when Nuras was born, I mean, when I found out that he has cleft lip, then I told him, I said, it's okay, Aliyah. It's okay. We can do this. You know, and I'm like, okay,
such a sweet man.
Charismatic. So when Nuras was born, I can still remember. Oh my God! I was discharged from the hospital, early discharge, because I delivered in SGH, and then I have to go to KKH because KKH has the cleft team. The entire cleft team is over there. Specialized, yeah. And it was an early discharge. I have to be there because they have to do teaching, and then we have to do a written demo, how to feed. So it was twice, because we cannot do just by one time. You know, we need to do twice. And then also the dressing. So that's where that day I actually experienced breast engorgement. So it was very painful.
Nursing mother.
Nursing mother. So it was very painful, and it was so painful to the extent that I cannot pay attention. So that's where my husband came into. I mean, he was learning. We were learning together, but at that point of time, I totally cannot concentrate anymore. That's why he stepped in and you know, he did the written demo. He
stepped up as a man.
And it's very commendable, because he told me that he has never like held a baby that much. Like, he's scared lah. Like, you know, people's
first time
baby.
father also, right?
But it came very natural for him with Nuras. Yeah, like I don't know how he can.
I don't know how it.
It just came naturally.
Maybe wanted
Blessed
it to
you.
be like that.
Yeah.
Then when that happened, I'm pretty sure your side like, wow, what a man.
That's my man.
That's my man.
Yeah, by the point I was in so much pain.
Now looking back,
When looking back, I'm like,
Mashallah.
yeah, every appointment with the dentist, you know, he had to hold Nuras because I mean, Nuras cannot be on the dentist chair, right? So he had to hold him.
Yeah.
Then Nuras is struggling because they're putting an expansion plate in him and all that, the mole. So there was a lot for Nuras. So for him to be able to, you know, go through all that. Even though I'm the one with cleft lip, but you know, he has totally no experience, but he learned all of that on the spot. I was like, wow, this man, oh my God, wow, really.
For love. Mashallah.
He really, wow, like my hati, that time hati tercahaya pasal nyanyi, sekarang hati tercahaya pasal jaga.
So guys out there, those single men who want to win the hearts of ladies, like, find some babies, show them that you can be a fatherly figure.
I think it's nature also, you know. 'Cause
Nature,
like
yeah.
woman, when you see a man
true.
that can provide and like, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's macam mating
So
call.
I was doing a good job lah. But then when I handled your nieces,
Yeah,
I'm glad I did.
he did. Every time I saw him with the kids, I'm like, wow, he will make a good father
wow.
one day.
Good job.
Inshallah.
So okay, I'm going to ask one more question. You want him to sing or not?
Okay.
Let's go.
If you want, I can set for you. Just one shot.
Let's talk to him.
How, Nabil? For good time's sake.
We can try I tried the Malay song, that one.
He learned a Malay song, by the way.
One.
One song,
Okay,
one
let's
song.
do it for you. Just give me. What song is it? Come.
Maybe there will be some mistakes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
What song is it?
Ombak Rindu.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Empat Rindu.
He's learning Malay right now. Yeah, he can speak. He can understand Malay a bit.
But you guys
Yeah.
converse with each other in
Multi-language.
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 English,
Anyway, anyhow,
Bangla. Sometimes we rojak Banglish.
Bangladesh.
yeah, Singlish.
Yeah, he's learning.
Manglish.
He's learning Singlish because he didn't understand the
la,
six la and
ma,
all.
yeah.
So it's like I had to explain to him all this Singlish because I rarely use Singlish lah. So when he hear, I'm like, what's that? What's that? I'm
Culture
like,
shock.
Yeah, culture shock. Actually, when he was in Singapore, big
Aiyo.
culture shock for him. Yeah.
I was like very silent.
Very silent, trying to absorb everything.
What people are talking about. I'm sitting at the corner. Okay.
That's not really lah.
I had to translate for him.
Very overwhelmed.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Because for me, it's different, you see.
Yeah.
My father is Bangladeshi, so I always travel back to Bangladesh. So for me, I mean, I picked up the language on the spot lah, because my aunts and all cannot speak in English, right? Only the cousins can speak English. So for me, it's still not so bad. But for him to be here, people are speaking Malay, people are speaking Chinese.
Yeah,
all that. It's
multicultural.
language. So
Very hard
for
to
him,
get.
it's very hard to
Adapt.
It took time. He's adapting. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Sikit-sikit.
Sikit-sikit.
Wah, bagus.
Okay.
Now
Come.
time to sing.
Time to sing. Okay, you just
Sing
press
Molly.
play.
Is it with the lyrics?
Yeah, with the lyrics. Wait, you just press play. Just give me a
You
moment.
also
Let
want
me-
to join?
Me, no lah. My voice not very good lah. Wah.
Try. Try to speak.
Yeah, check. Okay.
You sing everything lah. But my voice not
I
that
don't
good
know
lah.
how long I can. I can't remember all the.
These are lyrics ah.
Tuhan tolong lembutkan hati dia untuk terimaku sedania, karena ku tak sanggup, karena ku tak mampu hidup tanpa dia di sisiku. Tuhan, aku tahu banyak dosaku. I forgot.
Wow. Yeah. Terus ada reverb. Wah. Yeah, wait.
Okay, there we go. Wow, nice voice. voice, Nabil.
Thank you.
Let me just edit that.
Kenapa ni?
Okay. Kau got performance tak? Yeah.
Wow, singing in Malay.
Good job, Nabil. Okay, so Nabil actually learned the Malay song for Aliyah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet lah.
This one can sing duet, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah, but my voice not that great. So
You drama only, drama.
Drama maut.
Listen for effects. Sorry about
Thank you so much, Aliyah and Nabil, for coming onto our podcast and sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you also for being open to sharing, your long distance relationship. Maybe before you go, what can you share? Maybe you can give an advice to people who are actually going through long distance relationship.
3 key things to a long distance to a long distance relationship or marriage is firstly trust. No trust, then it's very difficult to work it out.
Yeah.
First priority is trust. It's natural to have insecurities. I don't think that's bad, but make sure you talk it out. What is it that you're insecure about? So once trust is established, I think that's the foundation. You're good to go. Secondly is to be patient. Patient. For us, we didn't know how long. When's the next time we can meet one another?
Just keep trying to understand each other.
So patience in that time of patience, we have to understand one another, manage our own expectations because it's very different from being with one another. So we have to manage our expectations. Thirdly, I said patience, right? Sacrifice. I think there's 4 things. So sacrifice, compromise, a lot of compromisation. Need to sacrifice, be willing to sacrifice. I know that we can't have everything in the world. So, and I think in a long distance relationship, you have to sacrifice a little bit more. So how much are you willing to sacrifice? And lastly is communication. This is the big, I think in long distance relationship is the biggest challenge. Maintaining that communication for us is at least 2 hours. 2 hours difference. There are some relationships I think can be 12 hours, 7 hours. Like I'm morning and you are night. That's even more difficult, I feel. But if there's a way, there's always a will lah.
Yeah.
If there's a will, there's always a way. Oops. So maintaining communication. So trust, patience.
Compromise.
Sacrifice, and
communication.
Yeah. There you go, guys.
That's a tip from our long distance relationship couple.
Try and tested.
Yes,
married for boy now.
Super cute boy.
Yes, very cute. I saw that time during the video call, he was just staring at us. Like, oh, so cute.
Father's face.
Father's face. MashaAllah. Alright, thank you once again, Nabil and Aliyah, for coming on and for sharing your story with our listeners. Hope it benefited those who have listened, especially those who are in the long distance relationship. If you guys have any questions for them, do DM us. We can pass the questions along to them. InsyaAllah. Okay. Let's wrap it up. But before that, this episode brought to you by Your Reno Works.
So don't forget, guys, code OUTSIDEIN for your quotations, and you will get attractive prices from Stera.
Yes, either you get air purifier, water dispenser, or even a massage chair.
Yes,
so just code OUTSIDEIN and then inquire with them at 83837879.
Correct.
83837879, or head on over to their socials at YOURRENOWORKS.
That's right.
Right.
Get your dream home today.
Yes, with Your Reno Works. Alright, but with that, let's wrap it up.
Whee!
Alright, we have come to the end of another episode of Outside In. If you guys like what we have heard, don't forget to like, share, subscribe on all of your socials. On Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Don't forget to rate our Spotify. Don't forget to share on our YouTube, subscribe. Get it up. Alright, I'm tired already. I gotta go. Alright, till next time. See ya. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.